Hi everyone, I'm Cheryl and welcome to the Sewing Room channel. This is your tip of the week, and in last tip of the week I went over something I did on my embroidery machine. I had a huge positive response on it and everyone wanted to know how I did it. So I'm going to go over the different ways you can position words and other sayings that you would like to say on something. Now, not all of your embroidery machines may have this feature. If it's an entry-level machine, it may or may not. I really don't know. So if you're going to look for buying an embroidery machine, I have a link that I think you should watch that will help you get an overview of what to expect on a combination sewing and embroidery machine. So watch that video and that link will be listed below your YouTube screen. So not only can I do an arch like you saw on the one that said Wine Club, you can also put them at a diagonal this way. But you have to be careful how you put the information in because it can go really wonky fast. Then you can also do a circle. So I'll show you how to do these different angles and I'll also show you how to take something and put it in the middle. These embroidery designs are not just for aprons, they're really for anything that you want to make. Anywhere from a pot holder, a table runner, or even a quilt if you want to do it on a quilt. So there's so many different things you can make. It would also look great on a tote bag. So here was that Wine Club apron. You can find novelty fabrics that have wine bottles on it. So when you're trying to come up with a way of using a certain phrase, look at the novelty fabric. So let's take a look at another one. Here is some Americana fabric. I call it my 4th of July fabric because it's got fireworks and stars and everything all over it. So if you wanted to use a happy 4th of July or any other type of patriotic theme, look for novelty fabrics that go with that. Now, Joann Fabrics and Crafts carries all kinds of novelty fabrics all year long. So you could put this on each end of the table runner if you're going to have a backyard barbecue on that holiday. Let's look at another one. You could find a lot of fabrics with cupcakes on it. Now, I've had this fabric for a very long time, and I still believe Joann Fabrics and Crafts still carries this one. So it's got cupcakes. So you could make like a little centerpiece with using some fabric like this, either with cake on it or candles. Look around, or even this cupcake, and put happy birthday on it. This fabric has anchors all over it. And so I created this little design on my machine. It says anchors away, and I just happened to have this anchor that was already in the machine. So this would make a really cute either pillow or just anything you want to make, maybe even a little wall hanging, especially if you live along the coast and you like to go boating. Okay, when you first turn your sewing and embroidery machine on, if your embroidery unit is already attached, a little message is going to come up telling you to keep your hands out of the way, and then press on OK. And then it tells you to please wait, and what it does is it sort of initializes itself, moves the unit back and forth, and gets itself positioned. Then I want to go into embroidery. So click on that. Now I'm going to show you how to do the lettering. So I'm going to click on this one here, and I've got all of these different lettering styles. So I'm just going to click on this one. It's just very basic. And I'm going to enter happy birthday. H, I'm going to do lowercase, A, P, P, another P, Y. And then if I try to pull it all on the same line, I don't have enough room. I'd have to pick smaller letters. So I'm going to go down this way, and I've picked the medium-sized letter. And then I'm going to put a space in there and enter birthday. B, lowercase, I, R, T, H, D, A, and Y. Yeah, Let me see if I spelled it right. Now, right now it's going straight across, but I want to put it in a different angle. So on my machine, I have a Baby Lock Solaris, and I don't know if every model of the Baby Lock has it all set up the same way, but it's probably pretty close. So on my machine, if I go into Array right there, see all of these different angles? So if you want to just leave it straight, that's fine. Then you have angles like this and other little slight curves, very big curves, different arches. And then you can actually change the angle of the curve. So I'm going to go to this one right here. And it goes way up like that. Now, it's a little too extreme for me, so I'm going to go down here to the bottom and see where it has an arrow that said it's going down to the right. I can just push that until I get it to the angle I want. Maybe I don't want it as sharp an angle. So once you like it, then you can continue on into your next step. But if you don't like it, you can go right back to this one and it puts it in straight. So I'm going to go back to, let's see what it looks like on a circle. See right there? So you can even expand it and make it a little larger if you want, or maybe you don't want as sharp of a circle. Then of course you go down here and you can change it a little bit. Or if you want just a horseshoe, it put it the same. So here we go. This one there, kind of a half circle. There it is. So once you're happy with it, then you just go back to your previous screen and then say set. That means you like it. Now let's say you want to do some different things to it. Go up here to edit and you can make it a little bit larger by going to size. And then you see all of these arrows going every which way. That tells you the direction that it's going in. So if you want it to stretch all 4 ways, you would click on the one here. And you would just keep going until it's the way you like it. Or if you want it just to go in another angle, you just keep pressing until it gets to the angle that you like it. Once you like it, you say, okay. Now, you can also, in Edit, you can move it around. So you can rotate it. And you can just say, okay, I want to go 10 degrees in the other direction. It just moved it slightly. Or if you want to just move it a little bit more, it'll do that. Or if you want to do a complete 90-degree flip, it'll do that. So once you like where it is, you can say, okay. Then you can go back into move, and let's say you want to push it up high. You can just push it up there anywhere you want and select it like that. When you're done with everything, then you press OK. Then you go to embroidery. When you're ready to actually embroider it, you push it to embroidery, and from there you go ahead and get your thread set up and do your normal method of putting your unit on, loading your hoop. And I've shown how to load the hoop in previous tips of the week. In my machine where I have all of my little novelty designs, I have a section called Coastal. And in there's different nautical things. So here is that anchor I used. I want to position the anchor in the center there. So I'm just going to select it. And I'm going to say set. Now I don't like where it is, so I'm going to go to edit and I'm going to move it and position it wherever I want. So I'm just going to hit this down arrow. There we go. And I'm going to say okay. Now I want to make the anchor just slightly bigger. So I'm going to click on size and make it a little bigger until I get it to the point that I want. Once I'm done editing it, I just click on OK and go to embroidery. And that's how you get it set up when you want to have your words at a different angle and mix it with a little novelty design. If you're thinking about buying an embroidery machine or even upgrading to a newer sewing machine, always test drive first. I don't recommend you go into a big box store and buy a sewing machine there. Yes, you do get a limited warranty, but you can't test drive them. You get no training on how to use it. So go to a dealer store where they sell the machines. Sit down and test drive them. Get on there, start pushing buttons, have them explain it to me or to you. Ask them if they offer a free class in how to use the machine. The majority are going to say yes because they want you to buy it. So you're going to get hands-on training when you do that. And often these dealer stores even have on-site sewing machine and embroidery machine repair. So if you want to buy an embroidery machine, you've never done it before, I would start with an entry-level machine or even a step above that. So don't forget about that video I mentioned earlier. Look at that so you can see what an embroidery machine and a sewing machine has to offer you. Well, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Again, make sure you go below your YouTube screen and look for all of those links. Scroll down to the description section, expand it open by hitting on the down arrow or show more, and then once that opens up, you'll see all of those links. Well, while you're down there, make sure you also follow me on Instagram and check out my Facebook page. Thank you so much for watching, and happy sewing. If you like the Sewing Room channel, one of the best ways to show your support is to subscribe by clicking on that red subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to click on share to share this video with your friends. And make sure you click on the bell so you receive notifications for all my new videos. I'm Cheryl, this is Manny, and this is Scotty. See you next time.